think the hope today was just maybe take a few minutes and talk about kind of the campaign and how we hope to kind of approach things, and ask for your help and support, and get your guidance and feedback on how we might approach things. Clearly, it's a different campaign from 2006. The governor was not the incumbent, neither was I. We were running, and now we are the incumbents. We certainly the things we had hoped to do, but circumstances have changed for everybody in terms of the economy. It challenged all of us in different ways, whether it be in our kitchen tables, the household budget, or small businesses, or cities and towns, and the state. So we all had to make decisions and tighten our belt. But that being said, I think we're still very proud of what we've been able to do. Many of those issues working with the legislature, 10 bond bills, that hasn't happened in 30 years, 25, 30 years at the State House. When I say bond bills, that's kind of government speak. They're really jobs bills when you're investing in road, rail, and bridge projects, when you're investing in higher ed, when you're investing in broadband, when you're investing in our infrastructure that includes, piers and dredging and a lot of things like that, through the environmental bond bill, courts, housing bond bill, a lot of things that we've been doing. People, we know change is a buzzword that's out there, and I think we've been able to bring change on a lot of fronts through various reforms. And I would say the word reform is change: education reform, pension reform, transportation reform, ethics reform, auto insurance reform. All of which have been talked about at the State House for years, but working with the legislature, we've been able to do that. And the education reform also literally changing the whole educational governance system so it's much more coherent and constructive. We've got a young Democrat. So we think there's a real positive record that we can push out. And certainly jobs is something we worked on from day one. That's why implementing healthcare reform was so important. 98% have access to quality health care, life sciences and biotech bill, jobs bill, and it's shown that has paid off, and that's a sector of the economy that's continued to add jobs and grow companies even in this economic downturn the governor talked about during the campaign. And again, working with the legislature, we've passed 5 pieces of legislation on the clean energy, green jobs front. Again, that's an area that's added jobs. Companies have grown. We've seen a new sector of the economy spring up, with Massachusetts being a hub of the clean energy, green job sector. So we think there's a positive message on a lot of fronts that we need to push out. And certainly there's some noise, and a lot of noise out there, and sometimes the media has a penchant to focus on the negative. But as the governor gets out of the building and we're out around the state, we can talk about a lot of those good things. And on the whole bond bill, jobs bills issue, we've worked on those the last couple of years, and now these projects, we're putting shovels in the ground and getting covered, and this spring there are going to be historic levels of construction taking place across the state, and addressing the deferred maintenance that we've inherited. But so there's a real strong, and I think a positive message out there. What we need your help in doing is getting that out. And many of the same, while I said this campaign is different than 2006, the foundation of how we organized and that door-to-door, neighbor-to-neighbor, friend-to-friend, email-to-email, block-to-block, precinct-to-precinct approach, we want to build on that. And one of the asks is to try to get 21,000 organizers who pledged to, and the fluorescent green cards right there, to commit to getting 50 people. Could be in your immediate neighborhood, could be people you know around the state, co-workers, friends, family, people you might interact with on social media, but get 50 people between now and November 2nd and commit to voting for the ticket. And I think, John, the figures, if we can get 21,000 at 50 voters each, then that gets us to what? 1.1 million? Is that what it is?
Possibly,
yeah. We won the election last year with what, 1,230,000? So that is kind of the approach in a nutshell, and wanted to just kind of begin to talk about how we begin to organize that, how do we work together, what should we be doing in terms of with two campaigns, and the governor and I, as I said, we're trying to, through the organizers, and making sure that we're working together as we can, obviously in a way that complies with OCPF, Office of Campaign Political Finance, but we're sharing some staff and working on things, so we want to have as coordinated approach as we can. And